So I'm working on my 69 Chevy El Camino. Pardon the mess here. It's in my garage, but barely got it in. When I was pulling it in, actually, let me back up. When I was starting it in the driveway, I noticed the rear backup light was on. Even though it was in park, which I didn't really pay attention to it, but I thought, one more thing I have to fix. So anyway, I got it running, pulled it in the driveway. As I was pulling it in the garage, it tried to start again as I'm driving it all by itself. So anyway, I actually thought it was the ignition switch, but pretty sure it was this bad boy, because this is the neutral safety switch on a 69 Chevy El Camino, which is probably similar to a Chevelle. When I took it out, here's all the pieces that came out. So anyway, they're not expensive. I thought it was a bit of a hassle to even get into it, but so this is at the bottom of the column, on the upside of the column, I guess. These go around the column. They screw in with little tiny screws. Here is the adjuster. So what happens is, I've got a manual, got an automatic. When you move the lever on the column, this little thing goes back and forth. So it's, it's park, neutral, I think reverse, drive, and then all the other gears. And then this handles your backup lights as well as your ignition. So it will only allow your ignition will only allow the starter to start when it's in park or neutral. And that's these two deals here. This right here is the reverse light. And as you can see, this prong had fallen off, so it's not there anymore. Anyway, on reassembly, couple things to note. It's above the column, so this, the metal side's the back side. There's a hole here, and what you're supposed to do is stick a drill bit inside there, and it actually links onto one of those holes, and when it does that, it's in neutral. So you want to install the neutral safety switch when it's in neutral. So keep the drill bit in there, and then put your car in neutral. Once you do that, you're going to have to get underneath your head is going to be by the pedals, upside down. So anyway, stick it on this way. This tab, which nobody tells you, goes on the outside. This thing right here. I thought I'd have to cockeye it and pry it up, but anyway, that just stays on the outside of the steering column. When you're close to it, you might feel that when you're installing it, you might feel that you're close to it being right, and it's all plastic, so I didn't want to wreck it, but evidently you actually have to push it in, and I think there's a little bit of give on these guys. So when you think it's close, start from the top and just kind of push it down softly. It's plastic. Anyway, I put dielectric grease on the new one. Pressed it in. The screws on the side went in okay at that point, and then I put on the connectors. It was a bit difficult to get on the connectors ahead of time and try to angle the whole thing, so I put on the connectors afterwards, so which wasn't too bad. I didn't have too many wires down there. But so anyway, just so you know, because I didn't see a lot of information on this online, like I said, let's start over. So each one's a little bit different, but you'll notice I think it's a little offside. It's not, this thing does not go properly in the center. It's, I think, towards this way or towards the other way, and then you can put the pin in, put the drill bit in. So put the drill bit in, put dielectric grease on there, and then install it above the column, down below, push it in, make sure the car's in neutral, screw the screws down, take off the bolt, take off the drill bit, and then put on the connectors. So there'll be two connectors for a El Camino, probably Chevelle too. The rear lights and then the start. So I think what happened on mine, the reason it acted so weird, is I think the 12 volt from the reverse lights actually sent a signal to my starter to start while I was driving. So pretty ridiculous, pretty unsafe. But anyway, plastic, a lot of plastic. I mean, it's lots of years old at this point, so I wasn't completely surprised when I took it out, but that was the situation. All right, hope this helps, because I did not see much of this online.